Hello and welcome to A Crafter's Story. It's Celeste here. So this morning I decided to try something I've been thinking about for a little bit. And this last weekend my son and I went to a thrift store, and while I didn't find a whole bunch, and that was disappointing, I did find a bunch of these keys, and I think they were something like 10 cents each, I think they were. And so I bought, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5. I know that you could also get them on Etsy and on Amazon. I believe you can pick up a whole bunch. But then because I started thinking about the Harry Potter films. We watched them 1,000 times over, and they had this flying key. And I thought, well, that might be something nice, and then to try and make. And then so I was looking on Pinterest, and it just happened that I saw something there as well. So that's how this whole craft came about. So this is the first one I made, and it's really actually a paperclip. And then this one is a little different, with a bigger charm and a bigger lace bow. And that one is also a hidden paperclip. Well, hidden, kind of hidden, not really hidden. So those are the 2 that I've made so far. I'm going to show you how I made them, but it's kind of a 2-step, because we have to make these little wings first and then put the whole thing together. So what I have to start off with is I tried with just one tea bag, and it didn't seem like it was thick enough. So I'm going to double up on my tea bags this time. So this is a new craft item for me, a new craft idea. So I'm kind of experimenting a little bit as I go, and bringing you guys along for the ride. All right, so once I've got them together, I'm going to halve it. I'm going to put some glue onto this one side, and then I'm going to halve it. So now I effectively have, I wonder if I should have done it this way, if the yellow would be nice. No, because I'm saying no to myself, because I'm going to be using gold, and I think the gold will disappear on this yellow. This was a turmeric ginger tea. So I'm going to just get that pasted down nicely. And then I'll get my ruler out. I think I can see my markings. It's about a 4-inch wide piece of the tea bag paper. I'm going to go down the middle and give myself a little line just with a pencil. I think that pencil should show up. Go that way so I don't. Yep, perfect. Okay, now all I want to do is do I guess I made these. I want to see, maybe not quite an inch. This little sort of teardroppy shape, and I'll make a few. Another teardroppy shape, and they're about 1 inch wide, maybe 1/2 inch long. Okay, so there you go. And I have it's kind of like a Sharpie, I guess, but it's just a permanent marker. I'm going to now it does make quite a thick line, so I kind of wish I had one that made a thinner line, but that's okay. Just work with what we've got. Now, because I'm horrible at symmetry, like just awful, I'm cheating. Don't tell anybody, okay? I'm gonna cheat. That was the reason for this line. I'm going to fold this little piece in half. Oh, you know what? Because I've doubled it this time, I don't think I'm going to be able to see. Okay, let's fold it this way instead. I was going to cheat and I was going to hopefully see through, but now I can't because I doubled my layer of tea bags. Let's see if I made enough of an indent. Yes. Oh, yes, I did. Oh, good. That works. So while the glue that is gluing this together is still wet, it can be imprinted. And so, I mean, you know, guys, if you could always go ahead and do like a little template and probably not have to go through all this hoo-ha that I'm going through right now. Oh dear, think of, did I, there, okay, there. So luckily for me, it made enough of an indent that I can follow and then get somewhat of the same size and shape little wing on the other side. And I think, you know, if I really when I did these guys, I allowed the glue to dry, and I don't have that luxury this time, so I'm just going to take my white paint pen. It's an Artisto paint marker pen, and I'm really just going to work on this top one, because by the time I'm done with this one, I think you guys probably will have a pretty good idea of how I made those little wings. And you could use a thinner black marker, or you could go straight down with a white if you have a dark enough tea bag. Let me see if I can get sticking on me a little bit here. All right, like that. Now that takes away some of the stark darkness of the black line, and then I can come in afterwards and maybe put in some little gold dots, or maybe make some little gold stripes in between. This is not really showing up too nice because I think this tea bag's a bit darker. Maybe it would be a better idea to come in with white stripes on the inside of this little wing. It seems to show up a little bit better, so you guys can just experiment with what you want your wing to look like. And I think I'm going to have to leave it to dry, and that's fine. I really just wanted to show you how to get the symmetry. More or less the size is about 1 inch in length, probably roughly speaking a half an inch in its width this way, in its height I suppose, and then you can decorate it as you want. I've already made these and the glue is already dry, so I'm going to use these instead and put this little guy aside, because I think that you get the idea. And I was able to come in with a thinner black marker, which I probably should have done there, but that's okay, and hide some of the black. But I don't necessarily dislike the darker streak, the darker outline, because you can always cover it with white or gold, or silver. Maybe if you have a silver key, maybe you have a silver paint pen and a little silver line on your little wing would make a lot of sense. Silver and white, silver, white and black. You know, if you want to go, you could always also go with colors, different colors. I'm just a little bit of a stickler. I like these plainer colors. Okay, so the construction of this little key, wing key, is super simple. I don't often use my glue gun. I'm not, for no particular reason, it's just I don't really. And I tried some of those other glues like the Aleene's Tacky glue, and it didn't seem to want to work too well, so it's going to be the glue gun for today. Okay, so I've got the little bit of glue down, and oh gosh, I'm going to get this Try and make sure that I get it in the middle. There you go. Our wings are down. And in these others, I put a little heart, which I loved. And I think I'm going to do that again. And this little charm was just the sweetest, just so sweet. And it has that little keyhole, which I thought was apt. And that is now going to go on top here. A little bit of the glue down. And let me pop down my little heart. Oops, get in the middle, in the middle, in the middle. Ah. That's the one thing about the hot glue is it's a little unforgiving. You go down, you stay down. With all those other glues, you've got a little bit of time to play. Not with a glue gun. The glue gun, you know what you're doing or you don't know what you're doing. All right, so I've got a little bit of lace here, and I like the wider lace. It's just a personal preference. This could be ribbon. This could be a little raffia. The wider one, really up to you, you guys. So I'm going to poke it through the hole of the keyhole, and just pass it through the loop and pull it tight. And then make a little bow. There you go. Oh, my bow is askew. It's okay. Twist. Got it. Let's do the twist. I'm going to get the twist. Okay, I better not sing. I can't sing. I will not torture you, I promise. Okay, let's make this bow just a little smaller, I think, and I've got way too much lace here, but that's, you know, it's not a train smash. I can cut it off and use this excess in a collage somewhere, or maybe just as an accent on a page. Anywhere like that would do, so nothing goes to waste. Okay, so you can see that the flying key is already taking shape. It's already looking quite nice. So now I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to take my paperclip, and I'm really just going to put it down along the run of the key, I guess. I don't know if that's even the right terminology, but that's where it's gonna go. And get a decent amount of glue down here, because that gives me opportunity to also glue down the lace a little bit. So get that guy down. Okay, and so I decided that since I'd already used the little heart-shaped, these are buttons, you guys. Sorry, I should probably have said that earlier. I bought this whole pack of steampunk / cogs and wheels buttons from our store where we do our groceries, and I've never used them, and it's been about a year, and so finally I figured out how to actually put them to use. Now, the thing with some of the buttons, like these guys, have got a flat back. This one, however, has a little loopy thingy-mabobby at the back. And so I'm going to take a cat or dog nail clipper that I just picked up at the dollar store. I'm just going to come in here, and I'm going to snip it off. So this is really the quickest and easiest. Now, it's not flush, but it's enough. It's enough off that I can now put it down here and cover some of where the paper clip is. Let me find where's 12. That's 5, 6, 7, 8. No, there's 12. Okay. Otherwise, I'd have a kind of, my clock would be all like funny. All right. Let's see. There's the 12. I'll put it down like that. Earlier on, I thought, oh, I must say this because this is going to be funny. I said, I hope this unlocks an idea. And I was like, oh, Celeste, you're so corny. But I said it anyway. I hope this craft unlocks your imagination. All right, yeah, all right, let's put this down. There we go. I think that turned out beautifully. So that is nice. And, I'm just looking at these wings now, and you're not going to see the wings, I don't think, when I'm going to just set this guy aside while it dries a little bit. Let me pull this out and put this in as if it's now going on a page. That. Put it in as if it's going on a page. And I don't think you'll see the back of the wings, but you could always decorate the back of the wings as well. So that is what it's going. Oh, actually, I think I'm a bit off camera. That's what it's going to look like. So now you can also put something underneath here and have that be a placeholder on the other side of the page to here. And then, of course, this side, it can also hold something. And then you have it sticking out the top. I'd say the one thing with this craft, though, is that the key is a little bit heavy for paper, so you probably want to have a slightly thicker page that you anchor it onto. But other than that, I think they turned out beautifully, and I'm super happy with it. I think, however, that my stick glue is not super strong, and so if it is possible for you to get a somewhat stronger well, maybe a super glue or your stick glue, I would suggest to get the strongest stick glue that you can, because the key is a little heavy and it's carrying all this other stuff on it, so just so it doesn't pull apart. But otherwise, I think this turned out beautifully. Thank you so much for visiting with me, and I hope that this does unlock your creativity and that you give this a try. Let me know in on our Facebook page or in the comments below if you tried it, if you liked it, and if you feel comfortable sharing your project. I'd love to see it on the Facebook page. Thanks, you guys. Thank you for visiting with me. Bye-bye.